We need 5 minutes. First of all, for me to apologise for not being on YouTube recently. I'm not surprised that you all feel like you're in the dark, you don't know what's going on, because I have gone AWOL. But I'm here, I just haven't had time to pick the camera up. I've got no tripod, I've got nothing to put you on, so you're balancing in a very empty cupboard at the moment. I've got you strategically placed in the kitchen cupboard so you can't see any of the mess that is around us. There is no time like right now where I've got a little spare 5 minutes where I can bring you up to speed, let you know where we're up to, and fill you in on everything that has been happening. I'm going to pop you there because I've got nowhere else to put you, so you're on the back of the sofa right now. But things have moved pretty quickly since the last time we had a little catch up. I think I touched on the survey of a property that we were purchasing. I think that was the last catch up anyway. I'm not 100% sure. And I'm creating this content right now thinking, have I got the card reader to be able to create this? So if you're watching this, I managed to find the card reader to be able to edit and upload this video to YouTube. But things have moved pretty quickly. And first of all, how are you all? I just hope that you're all okay. I was having a little chat a couple of days ago now with Ellie, Ollie's girlfriend. And she was like, Toni, you've not been on YouTube, you've not been posting many videos. And I was like, I just haven't had time, Elle. I've been so busy. And we were having a little conversation with regards to YouTube, and it really did make me think with regards to, you know, not uploading videos to YouTube and the whole meaning behind why I create these videos for YouTube. And I think with work, it's very hard to be able to create content, and, you know, I don't want to come on camera and feel like I'm boring anyone with the content that I'm creating. And when you come home from work and you're quite tired, the last thing you want to do is pull a camera out and fill people in on what could have been a really hard day, or, you know, a really nice day. I just didn't want that to come off on camera, so I thought nothing better than taking a little break. But I'm here just in time, obviously not for Vlogtober, and I'm going to upload whenever I can, really, just to be able to post some content for all of my audience that have been here with me on this whole Toni interior journey for 5 years. And I'm not going to do with YouTube what I've done with Instagram. So anybody who doesn't know, I have quite a large following on Instagram of really supportive people, and I haven't been posted on there for, I want to say, around 3 years. And my Instagram came long before YouTube did. I loved that page, but I just haven't had any moments where, you know, you get that little spark of creativity and you want to create something. I really haven't had that at the moment. I think it's because I've been so consumed with work and the house. I just feel like I haven't had 5 minutes to be creative in any way, but I've got lots of plans for the future, as you could well imagine. I had to close both of my Etsy stores. Now, I got so many emails from people with regards to the website and Etsy and the wax melts and room fragrances. I closed the stores down. They're not closed, I just put everything out of stock because I just wanted to try and get into more of a routine, so to speak, with how I, you know, manage those how I manage those businesses, let's say. How I manage those businesses along with work and you know, life. Sometimes life just gets in the way, doesn't it? So I closed them down, but I am very tempted to get them back opened up and ready, because I've got wax melts made. I just hadn't done well in restocking the shops and the availability of the products. Then I've got another 2 months left on the unit that I was hiring for, you know, the storage of room fragrances and stuff like that. I'm not going to keep that. I will still make my wax melts because I love them and I create them for myself. I don't just create them to sell them. I create those wax melts for myself because I absolutely love them. So, you know, they will still be available. And if my website and Etsy is back up and running when this video goes live, I will link them down below for anybody, because I must have got easy about 80 emails from regular customers that shop with me every single month on their wax melts to make their home smell lovely. I must have got easy 80 emails from people saying, Toni, when can I get the Hamptons? When can I get Harrods? I need Toni's blend. It was, you know, it was lovely to know that I've got a lot of loyal customers who love my wax melts as much as me. So fingers crossed, if I get my arse into gear, they will be linked in the description box down below. And then when it comes to the house, this is how we are living. So, I mean, on there, it actually looks like there's still stuff going on, but it's all packed up. It's all packed up and gone. We've got the sofa, the TV, this TV stand that I got from Fit You Eyes. I'm currently watching Vampire Diaries just for a bit of background noise, but this TV stand from Fit You Eyes, I can't even tell you how much I love it, because if I'm sat here, I can watch the telly. If I'm over in the dining room doing a bit of packing or anything, I just spin it round so that the telly can be viewed from this side of the room also. Honestly, I cannot tell you how much I love this TV stand. And it came in so handy having the telly stand for when we move, because all the tellies are on the wall. And have we got the bases or the legs? Couldn't tell you. We've probably got them, I just don't know where. And all of our possessions are currently in storage. Every cupboard has been emptied. I'm now just using the lower half of the cupboards, like even this cupboard that I've got you sat in is empty. Every single cupboard in the house has all been emptied. It feels really strange to... Oh, the cupboard in it. I'm so out of sync with vlogging. I do apologise. How rude. I'm so out of sync with vlogging, honestly. I'm getting confused. I'm confusing myself because nothing is where it should be. And even Lee said, if I got £1 for every time I opened that drawer to get a spoon out, because even the cutlery drawer is completely empty. He said, if I had £1 for every time I go to that cupboard and open it, and nothing's there. We just get so set in our little routine, don't we, of where we keep things. But my routine hasn't changed. I'm about to have my usual spaghetti hoops on toast for lunch and let you know where we're up to. So I think the last video you would have viewed, we had a survey done on a property. Anyway, it turned out to be quite a lot of issues that we knew it would turn into a money pit, let's just say that. So we've been looking at rentals for potentially the next 6 months or 12 months, but trying to find a rental has been incredibly hard. Like, I didn't even realise the struggle that people would have trying to get into a rented property. It's like, it's bizarre. My mind is blown with it. But anyway, we are still proceeding with the sale. As you can see, everywhere is pretty much packed up. I mean, yes, this is very messy, but I've just taken the time over the past week or so to empty every single cupboard and give it a nice little clean so that I'm ahead of myself. But let me tell you something. When it came to cooking a Sunday dinner on Sunday, I had my electric potato masher, roasting dishes, everything is in storage. And I just have all of the, you know, the bare essentials, what I need to live for the next week or so. Everything is in storage. I have nothing. When it comes to cooking a Sunday dinner, let me tell you, plain boiled potatoes with roast chicken and broccoli and onion gravy with mint sauce is nowhere near as nice as roast potatoes. Oh, I was so gutted that I didn't have the potato masher, and I wanted to cook a lovely Sunday dinner because Ollie has gone on holiday on the Monday. My son is on holiday more than he's home, but he works incredibly hard, and so does Ellie, and they deserve it. And I wanted to cook him a lovely dinner for before he went, and he was like, I'm gonna skip that Sunday dinner mum, it just doesn't look appetizing. I was like, Yorkshire puddings and everything. He was like, no, I'm gonna skip that. So it was just Lee and I for Sunday dinner, but it was okay. But never again will I have boiled potatoes on a Sunday dinner, ever. Oh, I've got the tiniest little amount of cheese ever, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Could have a little butter on my toast if I wanted to. Why not? Why not? Didn't take much persuading, did I? That butter's a little bit hard. You can tell we've got a bit of a dip in temperature. I hope that yous have all been okay and yous are all keeping well. I really have missed creating the vlog style content. It's funny because you never really get, well, I never really get used to creating this style of content. It always felt bizarre to me because I'd started the channel off with cleaning videos and home interiors, and then moving into the vlog style videos. I never dreamed that I would get used to it and really enjoy it, but I really have missed creating these style vlogs where, you know, I've got a day at home, we can just relax and I can bring you up to speed on everything that's been going on. I finished my spaghetti hoops on toast and it was lovely, but something bizarre happened about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So we've been packing up, and the first place that we wanted to start when we were packing the house was in the loft. Because if you've been around for a long time, you know what my loft looks like, and I've decluttered it probably about 4 to 5 times over the last 4 years, I want to say. So it's more like organised chaos up there. But I had a moment of panic when I was in the loft because, as you know, I'm a very sentimental person, and you know, I've got little keepsakes that I've kept for my mum's. My mum's been passed away for 26 years, and I've had her handbag and a hairbrush for 26 years. I've got my dad's teacup in the cupboard and I've never taken it out. It's been packed away now, but it's always stored in my tea, coffee and sugar cupboard. And I'd never part with it for love nor money. I've got letters that belonged to my granddad, my maternal grandfather, and I've also got his china dinner service, which are very precious to me. And when it came to clearing the loft out, I said to Lee, I need to get granddad's dinner service down first so I can bubble wrap it all, because we used it at Christmas for Christmas dinner, and I wanted to make sure that that was all bubble wrapped, and I was never going to put that into storage. It's far too sentimental to me to just put into storage. Even though there's insurance and everything else, it's too sentimental. So it's stored in the boxes behind the telly. And it come to looking for my mum's handbag and hairbrush. Now her hairbrush is inside the handbag and there's some paperwork in there, and her purse is in there with the same money in that was in it when she passed away. And it's very precious, the handbag, to me. And could I find it? No. And I got into a real panic, and Lee was saying, you know, you would never have thrown it away, don't panic. And I said, I know, but I've done so many lofty clutters that I'm worried it's being overlooked and it's ended up going to charity, because everything that was in the loft I would always donate to charity shops, and I'm talking 20 bin bags at a time to charity shops. And I just got into a terrible panic, and it upset me. I'm not going to lie about it. I was so upset over it because I knew I'd never part with it. And I went down to visit my cousin. Our Zoe came home from Ireland, and we went to visit our other cousin who lives in Sandbach. We went to visit her and spend the day with her. We had a lovely day, just cousins hanging out, and you know, you can't beat that. That time with family is very precious, and I love nothing more than doing that. And we're all sat in the garden anyway, and Orizal turned around and she said she'd seen a fortune teller. Let me just get that one sec. So that was Lee's going to pick me up now. I'm going to go to Marx's and get a few bits in. Now, I'm quite sceptical of fortune tellers. I'm not going to lie about it. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion when it comes to fortune tellers. They're just not something that I believe. I'm very sceptical when it comes to anything like that. But I've had a change of heart. Because as we're all sat in the garden, Orizal said she'd seen the fortune teller, and the fortune teller was telling a lot of things that connected the dots, and my my grandma was there, which is my paternal grandmother, my dad's mum, and Adele is my second cousin on my dad's side of the family. And as I sat there, she went, and then there was another woman who come through, but the other woman was looking for a handbag and she didn't know where the handbag was. And honestly, it even gives me goosebumps now. I looked at her and I went, what? And she went, yeah, there was a female who was with me nan, who would have been my mum's mother-in-law, and saying that a handbag's lost. And there was me being a skeptic. I'm 45 years old, I've never believed in anything like that. And now I'm thinking, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, I found my mum's handbag. It makes me feel a little bit emotional, but I'm going to be brave because YouTube is not for crying. And I am not attention seeking by no means. I'm just saying, I now have a more open mind when it comes to fortune tellers and messages from the other side and all of that stuff. I found my mum's handbag with a purse and all of her letters in it, and it was hidden in a corner in the loft, but I was just so thankful that I found it. And I just thought I would share that with you because it was one of those moments where, I don't think I've ever felt as sad as I felt, because I've held on to it for so long and it means so much to me that I cried. I cried harder than I've cried, and I was in a panic and everything else. And it turned up and the message came through, or Adele. And I was like, oh my word, how amazing is that? To know that that can happen, that there is another side, brings me so much reassurance. So every moment I'm like, if you're there, Mum, can I have a message? If you're there, Dad, can I have a message? Oh. So Lee's now on his way home from work. It is currently 2:30. He's on his way home from work. He's going to pick me up and we're going to go to Marks's and get some crusty cobs. And I'm going to do chicken breast crusty cobs with lettuce, tomato, cucumber and chips in the air fryer for tea. A nice easy tea because I don't want to use the oven. I've cleaned it, so I wanted to stay nice and clean. Back from Marks's, we got bread, tea bags, which is what we needed, and butter. Got some lemon cakes and we've already had one with a cup of tea just as we got back. I needed cheese because I used the last of it on my spaghetti hoops earlier on today. And then, rather than crusty cobs and chips, we've gone for the Taste of Thailand, Thai favourite. So this is like a mixed, what do they call it now? You know, like feeds two. Can't even think what it's called. A meal for two maybe. But all of the little trays can just go in the oven. So we've got chicken Penang curry, fragrant beef noodles, which look absolutely gorgeous. Some sticky jasmine rice, some mini Thai style pork and vegetable spring rolls. So that's going to be ideal for tea for us. So that's what we're going to have tonight. And they're my little bits that I got from Marks's. I am now having one of them moments where I need to go and get some things out of storage. I need to get a bag because there's specific things in it that I need for work and stuff like that. So I'm going to nip the storage unit, pick that bag up, and while I'm there, I'm going to grab my false tan because we were supposed to exchange and complete a couple of days ago, but it didn't happen. So, you know, problems arise and it's just the way that it is. There's nothing you can do about it. But absolutely everything is in storage apart from the essentials that you've seen this morning. So I'm going to go and get my false tan, get my little bag of bits, and I'll let you have a little look at our jam-packed storage unit. We took 200 square metres thinking, yeah, that's plenty of space, we'll still have enough room, we can put everything in there. Boy, was I wrong. Well, that didn't go to plan. I actually forgot that the storage unit is as full as it is, and there's a wardrobe on the left side of the unit and the bag that I need is behind it. When I lifted the shutter up, Lee and Lee have obviously packed all the stuff in, so there is no room, but I got my tan. I got my tanning mitt and I got some false tan, so at least I won't be pale this weekend, which is a good thing. It is now the next day, and that Thai meal that we got from Marks and Spencer's for tea last night was so nice. Highly recommend it if you want something that is really easy to cook. Pop it in the oven and it was really tasty. Highly recommend that. I've had a very productive, organised half of the day. Went back to the storage unit, got the little bits that I needed, picked my tripod up, so I've now got you on the tripod, so that's a little bit easier rather than being balanced on the back of the sofa and, you know, in cupboards. But I've been very organised to the point I've even sorted out the wax melts for Etsy and for the website also. They will be linked in the description box down below for anybody who has been missing the wax melts. I've basically just repackaged all of the items because I'd switched over to clamshells and wanted to take it back to paper packaging. So all of the packaging is now back to paper, and they are little clam bars, the way that I used to do them, whereas I used to do the individual melts and now just do the bar, and you can break it and put in as much as you want to make your house smell lovely. So they're all lined up lovely, let me show you. They're all lined up so perfectly on the island. I've just got them there while I count up exactly how many they are so I can distribute them evenly over Etsy and the website. I did touch on it briefly yesterday and said I have lots of things coming up in the pipeline for future content. I can't wait to share all that. Although I don't know whether I'm gonna do the whole house tour, home tour, or, you know, look around a new house. I think I'm gonna do more update style videos, but that's not gonna happen as soon as we move into a new house, because obviously we're gonna have to make it our own. So I don't think I'm gonna do the whole home tour, and I will touch on that a lot more in future videos once we've moved house. There are lots and lots of home tours on YouTube, and I'm not buying a new build. I am currently looking for something that is either Edwardian or Victorian that I can really put my own stamp on, but it's got lots of its original features. That's what I'm looking for. It's a little bit like looking for a needle in a haystack. So I'm not going for the lovely bright and shiny like what my house is now. I don't think you would be interested in a home tour when, you know, it's not all polished and lovely and nice. Whereas in the future, we'll take, you know, stages of the property that we buy to be able to do like the transformation videos once they're done, but that's going to be in the future, so not straight away as we move in, because obviously it's going to need work doing. But I'm really looking forward to it. It's an exciting time. It's an exciting time for me to get creative, get my interior creative juices flowing, and I'm so excited for it. As I'm editing the video so I can get it up for Sunday, I actually found the card reader as well. It was in the little wicker basket with the laptop, which I was happy about. At the start of this video, I mentioned the last video being the house survey that we had done on another property. That video actually didn't go live. I didn't publish the video. And believe it or not, I currently have around 3 videos currently edited in my Lacy hard drive that I haven't even uploaded to YouTube yet. So I don't know whether to do like a little mashup style video so that I can post a little bit more content. And if that's something that you want to see, I mean, it's not riveting content by no means, but I don't think any of my content is riveting. We went to Wales, we spent a lovely day together. Obviously Leah's not in the vlogs because he doesn't wish to be in any of my vlogs, but it's just me and little clips of where we were. And then I've got lots of other little vlogs that I filmed at home that I just never put up onto YouTube. And I'm kind of in the habit of doing that a lot. I think if you film a video and it was filmed 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, you end up not wanting to upload it because it's so not relevant to what's happening right now. But if you want me to combine those vlogs into a longer vlog that may be about 45-50 minutes long and upload it anyway, let me know and I will do that, so that, you know, there's some boring content out there. I'm really selling it, aren't I? I'll never make it as a YouTuber, trust me. I have all these ideas, and I know I said it in the previous vlog at some point, I don't know where to think I'm getting the time from to be able to do all these things, but I must soldier on and keep creating content because one, I thoroughly enjoy having a connection with other people who are very like me with, you know, interiors, and it can be the simplest of little things where we connect with people. I know my content started with cleaning videos and home inspiration and a lot of interiors. I just don't feel like they're a thing on YouTube anymore. It's not content that I would tune into YouTube for. When I think about what I tune into on, no, tune in, why do I keep saying tune in? When I think about what I watch on YouTube, it's very much a lot of vlog content because we always want to relate to people. We always want to feel like, you know, we're not missing out on anything, or, you know, that people can experience something, or we can get tips. There are lots of things that we can get out of a vlog, and it may necessarily not even be what the vlog was about, the title. It could be something else where we go, I don't know, it can be anything. I'm trying to think of something in my vlogs today. The Thai food from Marks's. You might be in Marks's doing your shopping and go, Toni was speaking about that, let's have a little look, that looks nice, I'll give that a whirl. You know, that's not what going to be, listen Toni, slow down. That's not what my title is going to be about, and it's not what my video is about, but it's my day in general of sharing exactly what's going on. Don't want to hold you up anymore. Thank you so much for all of your continued support on my YouTube channel. So lovely that you enjoy spending a little bit of time with me, so thank you. And who knows, I might even see you tomorrow.